Everybody, it's week 11 in the SFL. There's a look at the Baltimore clock tower by Drones. Dags Drones Works. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's action. We're in prime time. You have Damon Simeon as your play-by-play commentator. And alongside me is my main man, Eddie Gage. Eddie, what's going on, man? How you been? Say what's up to the people.
SFL Nation, what up, though? We got a good matchup this evening. Vegas in a playoff rematch, looking to get some get back against the 8-0 Baltimore Vultures. We'll see how it plays out.
You're absolutely right. I was just looking at that these two teams met last season in the quarterfinals, and Baltimore came out victorious. As we all know, Las Vegas is coming off a 2-game losing streak to both Queen City and the London Knights. Baltimore continues, Eddie, to go on this win streak as they are still unbeaten here in the SFL. Will the champions fall tonight, or will they give Las Vegas their third loss in a row? Baltimore wins the toss and they decide to receive the kick, partner. I take it that Baltimore wants to get the ball, run it down Vegas' throat. And coming off that outstanding game last week, Warren Murray, man, did he put on the show.
Yes, he did. And talking to the coaches for Las Vegas, they said they have a plan of their own coming into this game. They want to run the ball down the throat of Baltimore for a tone of about 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Oh, Scott Johnson just may get his work loaded tonight. Baltimore are going to start at their very own 24-yard line. Let's go at this Baltimore offense right quick while we can. Jack Whitmore is the quarterback. Halfback, Warren Murray. And fullback is T-Roy Gaines. Wide receivers are Ivory Irvin, Daley Holder, Mac Chima. And you have 2 tight ends, Lord Graham Jr. and John Michael Suited. Baltimore comes out in the split back weak jokers. I'm sorry, we got joke. Split back jokers. Tongue twisted there. And that's T-Roy Gaines get the first carry tonight, Eddie.
Well, I think did you take the week off last week broadcasting tomorrow? Maybe it's just you getting back into the thick of things.
No, what it is that I went and played basketball at about 5:30 this afternoon. And yeah. My old body is like, no, bro, you need to stop. 3 wide receivers set here for Baltimore, 90-yard slants. Oh, that's just thrown in trouble and is picked off by Las Vegas.
Ball got batted around by a number of defenders before Vegas finally comes up with it. And just the spark they need, they're going to get their offense going in prime scoring position here early on, looking to make a statement.
And Merrick Itera comes away with that INT. Big play there by the third-string quarterback. Well, not third-string, third quarterback. He plays the slot. Vegas come out split back. And there's a handoff here to Johnson, and Johnson picks up 6 yards.
And right off the back, John Bond, the owner of this team, keeping to his word, getting his hefty tailback involved in the very first play on offense.
Absolutely. Great run there by Johnson. Picked up the 6. We'll get to Vegas offense here in just a minute. Couldn't even get to Vegas defense because of that INT was thrown so early in the drive. Vegas at Baltimore's 38-yard line. There's a 5-step drop here by the QB. Dumps it off to Johnson, and Johnson's going to pick up 2 more yards. Vegas offense, you have Joseph Green as a quarterback. Scott Johnson is a halfback. A-Star Miramontes is the fullback. You have John Blades, Mason Kirby, Doug Britton, all your wide receivers, along with Scott Fowle and Jackson Roberts, are your tight ends. There's a twin strong formation here. Handoff here to Scott Johnson again, and Johnson breaks off the open field, picks up the first down. Down to Baltimore's 28-yard line now, Eddie.
3 plays by Las Vegas, and all of them featured Scott Johnson, their workhorse tailback. John Bond sticking to his word.
Leaning on Scott Johnson, the 4-year veteran. All 4 seasons with the Las Vegas Fury. Drafted by the Fury as well. 5'11", 215-pound back. It's a 5-step drop here by Green. Green throws an out route to the top of the field. That pass is going to be caught for 5 yards. And that is to Mason Kirby. Mason Kirby's been around for a while. 9 seasons in the league. 4 here in Vegas, Eddie. He has some big plays in his repertoire.
Yeah, and the Alaska Storm know him all too well, as anytime he steps foot in Seattle, he gets a free burger.
And that's that's exactly what I was talking about. that play versus Florida. Here's Johnson again. Johnson picks up the first down. I'm going to give him forward progress there, down to Baltimore 17. Eddie, when they give the running back the ball like this absolutely basically controls the clock. And this is what Las Vegas is doing so far on this drive.
So far, so good for Vegas, but they want to close it out with a touchdown and not have to settle for a field goal.
So far, Twins here. Shifting of the defensive line. Looks like Baltimore is in a 4-3. They're going to bring 5. Open right down the middle. That pass is caught. First down to John Blades.
Hard play to defend. They used it against us earlier this season, back in week 3. I see it still in the playbook. It's very effective.
That was cover 8. They dropped the defensive tackle there right in the middle and brought the linebacker.
I seen Baltimore run that play. I believe it was last season. He got an interception off the play, the big man.
Well, maybe that wasn't cover 8 because cover 8 doesn't blitz.
Oh, that was a drop.
That could have been combo strong zone. And there is Johnson again. Johnson down to the 2-yard line. A combo strong zone.
And you just hope that Scott Johnson did not, have a hearty breakfast and eat too much, because it looks like his stamina is clearly going to be tested today.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. Here is Green. 2-year guy. Calling the signal. Handoff it to Johnson on a weak ISO. Nothing doing. Brought down by a gang of vultures to the 1-yard line, though. Does pick up 1 yard. Looks like Walker was on the tackle.
And I believe there was goal line strong zone, and Vegas read it, ran to the weak side, but was unable to get past the initial host of defenders.
Let's look at Al Walker. Come on, the same formation. Do you go back to the weak side? They go strong this time. No! Stop for a 2-yard loss. I thought it was 3. And on that tackle there is Devin King.
Devin King on the tackle. They ran the same exact play on defense did Baltimore. And this time, Vegas ran into the strength of the defense, and as a result, gets tackled for a loss. They're going to have to settle for that field goal attempt.
Baltimore's defensive ends, you have Joe Duncan, Al Walker. Defensive tackles, you have Nate Brown and Cyran Yates, the 4th. Linebackers are Frank Smith inside the middle. And you have outside Alvin Mack and Devin King. Your cornerbacks are Enzo Boat, Marvin Heems, Ben Stackenpaper, Elijah Warfield, Giovanni Boat, and Troy LaShaw are your safeties. And their kickers and punters are Shark Tarkenton and Sam Shepard.
Vegas strikes first after the early turnover by Baltimore.
Yeah, but Eddie, could that come and hurt them later on in this game? Because we know that Baltimore can put up some points, and only getting 3 on that drive, I don't think that's going to be enough for Vegas. They really needed 7.
Only Jack Whitmore's 11th interception in this season. He's second best in the SFL.
Here we go, return here for Baltimore for the second time tonight, down to the 21. Giovanni Boat, Eddie, is one of the dangerous return men here in the SFL.
4th all-time in interceptions with 69. And somewhere, Paris heard that and smiled.
Baltimore comes out in a single back formation. Warren Murray, dots the I. 5-step drop here by Wigmore. Wigmore got a man open to the... Oh, he dropped it. Oh, can you believe that? Looks like that was to the 3rd tight end.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought that was Jay Hayden, but he's now wearing an Arizona Scorpion uniform. That was instead tight end Tyrone Means.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the thing about that is that on the return, when you come out in a 2 tight end set, that number 2 tight end would not be on the field because of fatigue. And he has to come off the field, and they put in the backup in his spot. Here's a handoff here to Warren Murray, and Murray stops right at the line of scrimmage.
And very interesting to note, Vegas does not have a 4-3 or 3-4 base personnel. They're going to counter with nickel instead, trying to defend this passing game. We'll see how it affects this Baltimore run game.
Also coming out of nickel does help your defense when the offense come out with a tight end in the flex. 5 wide receivers here going 90-hour slants. Got him in right down the middle. 87, that is Daily Holder.
Daily Holder on a reception going to fall a yard short of the first down marker, and it's going to force Baltimore to punt.
Las Vegas Fury's defensive ends, Sam Jagger, Anthony Stover, A.K. Jones is the defensive tackle. Linebackers, they have 4 of them, 2 inside, 2 outside. John Osiris, Yakov Zolotov, Dabson, Bugnut, and Dave Drury are the linebackers. Get to the corners here, and safety is just a moment, and it's going to be a return here and brought down at Las Vegas 40. The corners, you have Laquan Smith, Chris Magel. Also, we have Merrick Itera, who we spoke of earlier, who got the interception. Justin Reeside is the free safety, along with Nicky Colantero. And you have Max Jackson, the veteran, been around 9 seasons, 8 here with the Las Vegas Fury. And they have kicker Matt Rage, who made the field goal early on the first drive, and Dustin McRack is the punter. And here's Green. Green gets pressured, and he goes down at the 40. And on that sack is Sarian Yates. Eddie, if I'm not mistaken, that's his 3rd of the season.
He's going to get called back for holding.
On the defense?
Yep.
Whoa. Ouch. Ben stacking paper. And so instead of Vegas going back, I'm sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
That's all right. Unfortunate for Baltimore, as Saron Yates, trying to live up to his performance of last season individually, is down right now in terms of sacks, but his teammate, Al Walker, has been bailing him out. It's a team game.
4 defensive linemen. Looks like Baltimore is going to bring pressure up the middle. Are they in a 4-4?
4-3. It's a corner up there.
Gotcha. And here's a handoff with Johnson. Johnson spin move. Oh, Eddie, it looked like that spin move made him go backwards. But if he was heading north, that would have been daylight. There was nobody. Well, there was one man back there, and the free safety, and man, he could have been gone.
I think he would have been gone. I think he kind of got lost in the sauce and got turned around a bit. Had he found where he was going, he'd be dancing in the end zone right now.
Lost in the sauce. I love that. There's a tight triple here. There's Green. Out route. Got his receiver. And that pass is caught. That is 86. 86 is backup tight end. The 3rd tight end on the depth chart, Kurt Kling.
Yeah, Kurt Kling on the reception, and credit goes out to this Las Vegas offensive line who gave him all day to throw.
Absolutely, yeah. Great defense. I mean, great blocking from the offensive line. First and 10 here for the Fury at Baltimore's 42. Still in the first quarter here. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock. 3 wide receivers set. Jones in the split back. Handoff here to Johnson again. Johnson stopped right at the line of scrimmage by Walker.
And Baltimore is able to contain Scott Johnson despite playing this press man defense. If they can continue to do that while playing press, that's going to present some problems for Vegas.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Vegas does want to get John Blaze and Macy Kirby more involved in the offense. 2-step drop here by Green. Green goes down and looks like it's Nate Brown.
Nate Brown on the sack. And Damon, anytime you're playing press man, the clock in your head has got to be ticking because these defensive linemen tend to get a little bit extra juice in their butts, get after the quarterback.
3rd and 11, and this crowd is loud. They're yelling for the defense, and Eddie, then they press man again. 90-yard slants, and oh, down goes Green. And there's Brown and Teron Yates both on the sack.
Teron Yates and Brown both come up with the tackle, and yet again, Baltimore coming out in this press man defense and makes Vegas pay.
These two guys remind you of a tandem once played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Booger McFarland, and Warren Sapp. I mean, these two guys can really get after the quarterback, you know. Although we know that Teron is having a down season, but man, he can really get there.
He can get there, but he's getting a lot more eyes on him this season. I remember a game earlier this season when they played Queen City on Monday night, and he talked about all the double teams he was getting this season based off his production from last season. And I don't blame him. I doubled him too.
It's Baltimore on their 3rd possession. INT on the first drive, and they had to punt it away the second. They're at their own 20. 5-step drop here by Wigmore, and that pass is going to be complete. And that is to Mac Chima.
Vegas brought the blitz, cover 8 defense, and Jack Wigmore recognized it, got the ball out quick.
Absolutely. Once you see that they're bringing the blitz and they're in man coverage, got to take advantage of that right away.
Well, it was a zone, but nonetheless, they bring in extra bodies. You got to get that ball out.
Yeah. Here is Warren Murray. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. Down at the 37. Picks up the first down. Max Jackson there on the tackle. No, not Jackson. I'm sorry. That is Itera.
And talking to Baltimore co-owner TJ Speaks, I asked him in the pregame, can he give me some insights on the game plan? He refused to tell me. You know, he works for the government, so he's used to keeping secrets all to himself. Probably changed his name. His name is really Frazier, or God knows whatever else, Frank. But he said, "Hey, we just happy to have Warren Murray, and good luck, and I look forward to hearing you today." But that's all he would tell me.
I'm sorry, gun split pro here. 50X spot, got his man open, and it's Chima.
One thing you have to admire about this Baltimore offense is Jack Wigmore does not hold the ball for long. Once he gets that ball, he holds it just long enough to find the threads and gets it right out of his hands.
Yeah, he does have a really quick release. Looks like I-Lows or I-Jacks here for Baltimore. I'll go to the strong side. Less people there. Right up the middle. Warren Murray picks up the first down. Down to Las Vegas 46 as he crosses midfield.
And this is one of the plays I was thinking about when I saw Vegas come out with this soft box. Anytime you're doing that and they come out with this heavy jacks or Joker's personnel, it's going to spell problems for this defense as the second half gets here and those guys start to get tired.
That's going to end the first quarter, people. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here live on the SFL Network and Twitch.
That was a fast first quarter, DeMar.
It sure was. All that running from Vegas, and then Baltimore was running the ball as well. Yeah, that basically burns the clock. Low scoring first quarter, 3-0. Vegas is up. Baltimore just picked up the first down. 1st and 10 at Las Vegas 46. Here's Wigmore. Got a man right across the middle. That pass is complete and caught, and that is to tight end Lloyd Graham Jr., who I feel is very underrated at the tight end position.
He is very underrated, so much so that Arizona recruited him about 3 seasons ago, maybe 4. He told us thanks, but no thanks. That was his 38th catch of the season.
3 defensive line front here for Las Vegas. Soft box, Warren Murray jumps and hurdle over a guy, picks up the first down, and almost broke a tackle before being brought down at Vegas 31.
And seeing the production that Warren Murray had last week, 6 total touchdowns, 5 on the ground, 1 in the air. I'm a bit surprised that Vegas came out with this soft box today to counter this run game.
Absolutely. Agree with you, partner. I would basically load that box up. But then again, Baltimore has one of the best receiving cores in the league, so you have to pick your poison. Here comes a 4-man front now.
Nickel.
You and I just said that at the same time. There's a handoff here to Warren Murray. Right up the middle. Jumps and hurdles. Spin move. Spin move. Whoa! He took a shot. Sit down, son. There's a man hurt on the play. Oh, that was previously.
Yeah, that was a special teams play, I believe. Warren Murray, a beneficiary of the strong trap on that time, gets the left guard to come around the center, gives him an extra blocker out in front, and he almost took that one to the house.
And Nicky Colentrelli. And that pass is picked off by Vegas. Just speaking of the guy, I was going to say he made the tackle on the previous play. Now he comes up with an INT.
And that's the benefit of playing nickel against this H formation. It gives you an extra speedy defender out there, an extra corner rather than a linebacker. And Vegas gets off the field. Once again, second turnover for Jack Whitmore.
Yeah, this Vegas defense is coming to play. Although Baltimore has been getting some nice drives, but they're taking the ball away. Here's Johnson right up the middle, and Johnson gets tackled after picking up 6 yards. Now at Vegas 17.
And if they continue to give the ball to Scott Johnson like they have, the amount of work he's getting, you just wonder it's only a matter of time before Baltimore begins to bring down an extra safety in the box. And when they do, John Blades and company will be salivating, looking for one-on-one opportunities.
Troy Shaw just creeped up in the box. Looks like he's going to play coverage over the slot. And, that could have been dangerous there. He didn't go for the pick. Looks like he just basically went for the tackle. And that was Marvin Hines.
Joseph Green took a shot right as he released that ball. They came with a blitz again with a middle linebacker. And that time, Baltimore almost made him pay for it with a touchdown.
Yeah. And he took a shot right underneath the chin, too. This is the SFL. We don't have helmet-to-helmet target rules. There's a handoff into Johnson. Looks like a delay there. Johnson almost breaks that tackle. Picks up the first down. Down to Las Vegas 20. He's slow getting up.
Slow getting up. And once again, Vegas comes out with the guard pulling this time out in front of him. Looked like a sweep or something. I'm not quite sure what that was. I didn't get a good look at it.
Like a counter.
Yeah, maybe been a counter. One of those Andy specials out there in Vancouver.
Or maybe a bend it back.
Strong bend back, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it. Who knows? There's some weird plays in the playbook. There's a two-step out Green. Oh, that was dangerous. Do it to the linebacker. Frank Smith comes up with that INT, and Baltimore takes over on the INT possession.
Yeah, they might have fooled Vegas this time. They've been showing a cover 8 look. Every time they came out in this nickel 3-3, this time the middle linebacker stays home, doesn't give him a pass lane to throw the ball to, and they hit the panic button, Joseph Green does, and Baltimore offense right back on the field in great starting field position.
Here is Wigmore underneath the center. 2 steps drop, dumps it off to Murray in the flats. Murray's going to pick up 5. On the previous 2 plays, possessions where Baltimore threw an INT, Eddie, the target was to
Ivory Irvin.
It was to Ivory Irvin. So twice they go to Irvin and they throw picks. Do you stay away from Irvin?
Heck no, that man's an all-star.
Here's a handoff hit to T-Roy Gaines, and Gaines picks up 3 yards. It's a big boy.
In fact, if I'm Jack Whitmore, I'm when we walk into the sidelines, I'm going to tell him, hey, don't give up, bro. I'm going right back to you.
Third and 2. Here for the Vultures. Weak eye formation. Weak eye pro, that is. 3-3 is the defense. Handoff to Murray. Nobody's out there. Got a blocker. Spin move. And what was 34 doing? He got twisted and turned around. Chris Magel, wake up, fella.
Weak power. And Murray is dancing in the end zone again. Continuing right where he left off last week. It was only a matter of time. If Vegas continues to come out here with this soft box, Warren Murray just may have a career day out here.
He just crosses Hollywood Boulevard for the first time tonight. And on for the extra point is the Shark, what they call him here in Baltimore. I heard that the women here loves it.
I wouldn't know one way or the other. I cannot confirm or deny.
The extra point attempt is good. Baltimore jumps up on top of Vegas 7-3 now after picking up that touchdown run there by Warren Murray. And if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategizes are being executed in real time by our simulation as a real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
Doug Britton on a return out to the 24-yard line. Vegas got to clean up those mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Vegas most definitely has to clean up the mistakes. I think they need to keep Johnson involved in the run game here and basically have him to control the clock there, but move the ball methodically down the field. Here's Green on a 5-step drive. Got a nice pocket. Oh, he caught that Mason Kirby.
Wow, and credit goes out to the offensive line for Las Vegas because Baltimore came out and pressed man yet again, and it took Kirby quite some time to get any kind of separation. The separation actually wasn't that great, but he was able to get about a half yard or so, and they throw it out in front of him, allowed him to make a play on the ball and move the chains.
Nice pass there by Joseph Green. I mean, it was dangerous, but man, it was executed well. I formation, strong power I now. Here's a handoff here to Johnson. Spin move. Picks up the first down. Tackled by a host of vultures.
Got Johnson on a carry, and wow, he got a couple of good blocks out in front, but those last 5 yards or so were all him by grit and determination. I'm getting a bit distracted here, Damon, because as you know, we're in a group text with Mark, the owner of the Atlanta Swarm, and he is really hot right now.
Yeah, he is. He is going berserk. Wouldn't want to be in the same room with that guy. He reminds me of Suge Knight. Here's Green. Green dumps it off in the out route to the top of the field. Picks up 9 yards there. 2nd and 1 now. That looks like to one of the backup players. No, that's the fullback.
Fullback, and that was actually a great play design. They actually sent John Blaze on a go route. They sent the slot receiver Kirby on like a hook and sent the fullback right behind them. Nice play.
Here's Joseph Green underneath the centers. Split back. Handoff here to Johnson. Johnson did not need to spin. He does get the first down, though. On that tackle is Devin King. But, man, if he doesn't spin, he picks up more yards there.
Well, those finesse backs, they tend to spin when not necessary, but he got the first down, so I'm sure he'll live with it.
Drives me crazy. I wouldn't have any other back. 3 wide receiver set here. Single I formation is Johnson. Green on a 2-step drop. Side on throw. That pass is almost picked off by Giovanni Bo.
Giovanni Bo almost had his 70th career interception. He's getting real close to me, and it might be time for him to go ahead and retire.
But what about you? No retirement in your plans?
None at all. I thought about it, but Will Tide wouldn't let me.
2nd and 10. At Baltimore is 33. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left on the ticker. Looks like they're going to bring blitz to the outside. No, he steps back. Pass down the middle. That pass is deflected away. And that was intended for Doug Britton.
Actually, I thought there was Blades on a intended reception. Yeah, there was John Blades. Was, and he actually prevented the interception because if he does not knock that ball away from Giovanni Bo's hands, that's going to be an interception.
I absolutely agree with you. But let's talk about Johnny Blaze here for a second. I want to talk about his face mask. He wears that linebacker. Is that not heavy? He wears a linebacker face mask.
I wasn't gonna comment, but I kind of saw that on the replay as well.
It's a press out of the dime. They bring the
Look
linebacker, and Sarian Yates gets his second sack of the night. Well, actually, it's going to be 1.5 because the first one was on a half a sack with Nate Brown.
It was, and wow, Baltimore continues to come out with this press defense, and Vegas has not had an answer for it.
Vegas is going to have to punt the ball back to Baltimore, and they're going to pin pretty deep. Here's the punt here. Fair catch there by Giovanni Boat, and Baltimore's going to take over at the 17-yard line.
With that sack, Sarian Yates is now at 45. We'll actually make that 46 for his career.
It's a lot of sacks, bro.
He hasn't been in the league that long either, and he's had a productive career.
Yeah, he got a long way to go to catch the number one guy. He just got 200 last week.
Yeah.
Here's Wigmore on a 5-step drop. Big shot downfield, and that pass is completed. And I'm trying to get a jersey number.
I think that was, I thought that was Irvin.
Lloyd Graham.
Oh, Lloyd Graham, the big man on the reception. And wow, when he first released that ball, I thought it was going to be at least batted down, as Vegas had that defended pretty well, but Graham just jumped and got the ball at his highest point. The big tight end just boxed out the defender and comes down with the reception.
Colin Terry was there in the vicinity to make a play on it, but Graham put his big body in the way, shielded him off, comes down with the catch. These corners for Vegas are playing off. There's an out route to the top of the field, wide open, and that is going to be caught and picks up the first down is Mac Chima.
Mac Chima, and you can't blame him for playing off sometimes, because Baltimore can strike in a heartbeat and make this a 2-score game before you can even blink twice. But sometimes you just got to step up and take chances.
Here is Wigmore underneath the center. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. 4 defensive linemen for Vegas. And T-Roy Gaines gets stood up at the line of scrimmage before powering his way for an extra yard.
I see Ashley Jackson in the chat, and Swamp Talk released some, rumors yesterday that she was on the verge of retirement, and word on around the town is her DMs blew up.
I'm pretty sure they did. I even was concerned. I was like, wait, what happened? What's going on? Ashley returned? Here's a handoff here to Murray. Ooh, he took a shot right in the chest. I'm surprised to see him get up. My goodness, it should be a crime for Yoka Zolatov to hit someone that hard.
Yeah, on a combo tackle with him. Vegas coming out here. And with this, other than those couple of plays, they've been doing pretty good defending this run game. We got a lot of football left. Gun straight.
It's a 3-2 down. 90-yard slants. That pass is deflected away. The 3-2 downs works great versus that gun straight. And that's Max Jackson coming away with the tip drill.
And you can see him coming down in that robber looking. Jack tried to lob it over his hands. You can see him put some little bit of air up under it, but that's a dangerous pass.
Let's go.
And here comes Sam Shepard onto field to punt the ball away for Baltimore. 4th and 7. At Vegas 41. Vegas should get this probably around the 15, 20-yard line or so. Oh, no, this joker drops right inside the 10. Oh, what a bonehead play by 24 to pick it up and run into the end zone.
Yeah, Sam Shepard is not a happy punter right now.
Have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? Check out their Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday nights. Say It With Your Chest airs Fridays, and Netma can be seen all week long at 7 p.m. Eastern. Here's Green, takes a step back, dumps it off here to Johnson. Spin move for Johnson. He picks up 9 yards on that reception out of the flats. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listings. Just look for the events tab. A lot of great content comes out of the SFL from a lot of people around the league, Eddie.
Yes, it is. And Axel Raven even contributing with help with the minor leagues.
I love what he's doing in the minor leagues. Here's Johnson, spin move. Johnson is getting some he's getting some good yardage in the run game here tonight. Also, I'm sorry, we got Shan Varner and we also have Justin Reside on stats tonight. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing in the truck. And Johnson, that's his 12th attempt for 53 yards here in the second quarter. That's going to be the 2-minute warning.
Already.
This is a fast moving. The Cam is loving this one.
Making up for that last one. That Atlanta-Carolina game seemed like it went about 3 hours.
Here's that press man. Here for Baltimore again. 5 wide receivers on the field. And this is going to be 50-X8 posing. He got his man right down the middle of the field. And that pass is going to be caught by Doug Britton this time.
Doug Britton with the reception. And one thing I like about Las Vegas game plan so far, with them getting Scott Johnson involved, as we just alluded to at the 2-minute warning, it's eating up a ton of clock and limiting the opportunities that this Baltimore offense has. But in order for it to be effective, they got to come up with 7 instead of 3.
Yeah, Scott Johnson's already at 13 attempts and 65 yards. Joseph Green is 8 for 12, Eddie. 66% on the night. There's a handoff here to Green. Green goes down after picking up 3 yards.
Talking to John Bond, owner of this Vegas franchise, I asked him why did he want to, have such kind of a game plan. He says, "Man, I went back, Gage, looked at the tape of how the game went down last season, and I want to prevent such a catastrophe from happening again." So Scott Johnson getting involved early and often.
He's getting a workload tonight. There's a big pass. That pass is deflected and almost intercepted. My. What a strike there by Troy Shaw. He came out of nowhere for that.
Out of nowhere, he's able to do so because he's so far back in coverage. He can read the quarterback's eyes and react to it rather than sitting there backpedaling and moving all around. He can just sit back there and react to the eyes of the quarterback.
3rd and 7 here for Vegas. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock.
Watch the play action. Oh, slant.
No PA deep post. And that pass is going to be caught and complete right across the middle of the field. And that is to, looks like a backup wide receiver. That is to Dennis Charney. Here's Green. Got a man down to the side. He's going to catch it. Johnson, that is. Steps out of bounds. Does stop the clock there, though. Picks up 1 yard.
Picks up a gain of a yard. There were 47 seconds left in his first half. Vegas has all 3 timeouts, so no need to be too aggressive here, as time should not be a factor.
Joseph Green underneath the center this time at Baltimore's 25. Going to go twins to the top of the field to his left. Only one corner is up there. Handoff here to Johnson. He's hitting the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
2-yard loss, and now Vegas is going to burn one of those timeouts. I'm not sure if you saw my episode of Say It With Your Chest, but I was interviewing T. Roy Gaines, and he was talking about the pressure of remaining undefeated, how everyone comes in with it being basically the championship game for the organization.
Absolutely. Everybody wants to be the team to give Baltimore that first loss on the season. They coming out this press, man. This must be the only play they have in the dime formation. And as a corner post, that pass is deflected away. Nice tip there by Ben Stacking Paper to come away with that pass deflection.
Ben Stacking Paper, if he cussed his fingernails this morning, that's going to be a touchdown. But because he didn't, otherwise Mason Kirby would be dancing right now, celebrating with his teammates.
It's funny you said that because I clipped my fingernails this morning. Didn't go to the nail spa. I just did it myself. Mike St. Green in the chat saying only London can beat Baltimore. Wow. Going back to that last game of the season in season 17. And that was a shakeup, or should I say a shocker. And there's a field goal made, 43 yards here. Sorry, Matt Rage.
We got ourselves a 1-point ball game with less than a minute left in this first half. And you can tell by the chat in the SFL Twitch chat that this is a big game because everyone got their eyes on it. With these comments, you can tell they're surprised by the score of this contest thus far.
Here's Rage to kick it back off to Baltimore. 36 seconds left on the clock. Eddie, is that enough time for them to get downfield?
Look out for this punt return first.
Here's Giovanni Boat. Starts outside and cuts back into the inside and tackled and brought down at the 29. Now it's 31 seconds left on the clock. There may be something going on in the chats there, Eddie. Lord Graham responds to Mike St. Green say London got lucky.
Yes, he did. 31 seconds left. It looks like Baltimore is not going to be too aggressive here.
Yeah, they come out in the eye jokers. They're probably just going to run this up the middle to Warren Murray. Murray, spin move. And he breaks off to the open field, crosses midfield, breaks the tackle. That's what he's known for. Breaking tackles in the open field, cross the 10. Hollywood Boulevard. Someone get that man a star.
Warren Murray came into this game, and despite the limited amount of opportunities he had, ranked second in the entire SFL and yards per carry, averaging 6.8. You would think with such a resume like that Vegas wouldn't come out with this nickel 3-3 look, yet they have, and this is the second time he's made them pay for it by running into the end zone.
Absolutely. Great run there by Warren Murray. And as you stated, he's averaging 6.8 yards on the season. This is his fourth game so far?
Yeah.
Or being back in the league. He came in mid of the season with Baltimore after they decided to let go Hennessy. Season 15, for the entire season, all 12 games, Warren Murray averaged 6.7 yards per carry.
If he keeps producing like this, Damon, I know there's only a few games left in the season, but he may get some all-star votes. Hard to imagine.
Swole in the chat, starting up mess.
Yes, he is.
No, sir, I am not sick. Happy for the guy. Really am. Warren Murray strikes quick. Takes 11 seconds off the clock with that one play to the house.
He must have forgot that you got a running back by the name of Brad Jones, who's also doing pretty well.
He's doing pretty good, having a nice rookie season. He has the opportunity to break Warren Murray's rookie rushing record for the Houston Hyenas. Warren Murray had a rookie rushing record of 1,429 yards. Brad Jones now has 1,100 yards on the season. He has, 2-3 more games left? He can break that.
Sound like you're pretty happy about that. You had that stat right there on cue.
I love breaking records. Here's a handoff here to Johnson. Johnson, spin move. No, don't spin there. Stay going straight. That's basically going to do it here for the second quarter as the clock continues to tick down. 5 seconds on the ticker. 3, 2, 1. And there's the whistle. That's the end of the first half. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Welcome back to Sports Gamers Online Stadium here in Baltimore. Check out sportsgamersonline.com and check them out on YouTube and see why millions visit their website and YouTube channel. Those guys do a phenomenal job there of breaking down games, sports games, or giving you tips on the sports games and so forth. I follow those guys myself on YouTube. Great group of guys over there. They talk about all variety of sports and upcoming games and so forth. Make sure you check out the Sports Gamers also.
How many people you say were watching them?
They have millions.
Millions.
Yeah. And the millions and millions. I'm sorry.
I was going to let you go on, brother.
Murray has 8 rushing touchdowns, which is giving him a 2.5 per game. There's a handoff hit to Johnson right up the middle. And he's going to go nowhere.
Yeah, and in order for that option to work like we talked about, they have to get touchdowns, and so far have had to settle for field goals. Let's see if they can put in the end zone in this draft of mine.
Look at Alvin Mack there. 3-3 nickel for the defense. Line. Oh, the DBs are back by 20 yards. Johnson right up the middle, gets a block. Here's Scott Johnson, open field. Tackled and brought down at the 47. 20-yard run.
20-yard run by Scott Johnson, and Baltimore did a pretty good job of bottling him up, but you knew it was only a matter of time because he is a playmaker. And look at that push they got. Al Walker just got ushered to the side as if he was weighing about 10 pounds. They had no problem getting him up out of there.
Man, these running backs are giving us a show, Eddie. Warren Murray has 8 attempts for 117 yards, and Scott Johnson 18 attempts for 90 yards on the ground. I mean, this has just been a ground and pound game. Here comes the 5 wide receiver set here. Baltimore in that press. Brings the linebacker, dumps it off to the crossing route, and he's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage. I think he lost a yard, ask me.
Yeah, he lost about a half a yard. And wow, I mean, they are holding these receivers in check with this press defense. John Blaze targeted 4 times, only has 1 catch for 11 yards.
I think everybody on Baltimore's secondary has bump master along with their agents. So 4-3 defense. Here for Baltimore. Here's Green. Big arm. That pass is going to be deflected away. And that was Ben Stacking Paper with the deflection.
Stacking Paper with the deflection. And I think it's 50Z drag rub, they call it. Baltimore, they fell in love with that play. I remember one time watching them play DC last season. They must have dialed it up about 15 times. And Destro was just so disappointed that they kept taking advantage of it.
4 wide receiver set here. Gun quads left. Throws a corner post. He got his man. Wide open field. No one's going to catch him. He crosses the goal line, which I like to call Hollywood Boulevard. And it's to the wide receiver, Britton.
Doug Britton on the reception. They come out in quads, I think it is. And they put him on the inside in a slot. And he's able to get some separation, get to the outside, and break it to the end zone. And they finally able to find some answers against this Baltimore defense. Do you go for 2 hip, Damon, or you just take the 3, the extra point?
That looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
They are.
Try to tie this thing up.
Split spread.
I go strong dive. Right up the middle. You're not going to come out me and goal line. And there it is. He does pick up the 2-point conversion. Scott Johnson.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie ball game. Vegas has to be disappointed surrendering that long touchdown run to Warren Murray with about 30-plus seconds left in the first half. That has to be deflating, but they come out here in this second half, shake off the bugs, shake off the cobwebs, and get their act together and put together a scoring drive of their own. And now we're tied up at 14 in Baltimore.
14 all. Got to give Vegas credit for keeping their head strong and staying in this game. Here's Giovanni Vogt. Vogt puts a hit down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, 39. You got barbecue down there, Itera, and you didn't invite Eddie and I? Come on, man. You just hurt our feelings.
For a moment there, the way he got hit, I didn't think Giovanni was going to get up.
Man, I didn't either. Man, that was like a wrestling move hit, you know. Dude did a somersault. Here's Wigmore. Out route, that pass is complete. Not Maximus Lloyd Graham comes away with that reception.
Meanwhile, on SFL's YouTube channel, Sioux Falls out in front of Queen City, 17-3.
That's going to be Graham's 3rd reception. And Sioux Falls has basically been playing some good ball as of lately. They're surprising people this season.
They are determined to get people to stop talking about how they fell off the map in these past couple seasons.
There's a few teams trying to do that. Yeah. Hard to do in this league, though. 3-3 Nichols, the defense. There's a 5-step drop here by Wigmore. Nobody's open. Throws a dangerous pass as it's deflected away.
Great deflection by Nicky Colantrelli.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that was Laquan Smith. That's 26, right?
No, that was 24.
Was it 24? Okay.
Yeah.
Good
3rd down.
Good eye there, Eddie.
I learned from you, Demar.
Oh, thanks for the compliment. There's a look at Wigmore's stats for the game summary.
Watch for the out route. There it is.
There's out route, and that is to Irvin. If I'm not mistaken, that's his first catch of the night. That's his fourth target. 3 previous targets, 2 were intercepted on a target to Irvin.
First catch for Ivory. That's unlike him.
Let's go.
Coming into this game, he ranks 14th in receptions. That's his first today.
If I'm not mistaken, last season he ranked first. There's Warren Murray up the middle, and Murray picks up 4 yards on that carry there. I think you got to keep feeding him the ball, Eddie.
You have to.
Although he has 117 yards on, 8 attempts before that carry there, I think he's got to give him more carries.
Looks like he's going to get the opportunity right here.
He's averaging 13.4 yards a carry. They come out in a jumbo package formation. Go to the strong ISO.
Oh.
And he's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by this Vegas defense pinching down inside, not giving Warren a running lane to go through. It takes a strong nose tackle to pull off that feat with this defense they're playing.
Single back formation is Murray. Got a trips.
Trips tight.
Here to the right of Wigmore. 3-step drop. Dumps it off to Murray. Murray takes a shot behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
And on that tackle is Itera.
Itera coming flying up from his secondary spot to make that tackle. And Baltimore's going to punt once again. Who would have saw this coming?
Wow. And the punter for Baltimore, Sam Shepard, is basically getting his work cut out today. He normally doesn't get this much action. There's a return there by
Doug Britton.
Max Jackson doesn't return kicks anymore?
No, that's Doug Britton. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too, but Max has about 13 animations and all that, so sometimes he got to take a break.
First and 10 here for Vegas at their very own 24-yard line. 6 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock. 3 wide receivers set here for Joseph Green. Scott Johnson, single back by himself. 2-step drive, gets pressured. He goes down again. And this time is Nate Brown. He has a sack and a half today.
It's his second and a half sack.
Yeah.
And the way he fell there, I thought he might have hurt his leg because they kind of tackled him low there. Look here on the replay. Yeah, he could have easily came up with a leg injury right there. He's lucky to get up.
Nate Brown's a big guy. 6'2", not that tall, but 303.
No, thank you.
Don't hit me.
Outside leverage on press, yeah. Uh-oh.
Here's Johnson. Johnson picks up a few yards there.
Got held up by his own man. Otherwise, that could have been a big play for Vegas.
Yeah, that could have been a really big play there for Vegas.
Guard Trent Beckett making a block. Slowed him up a bit.
5 wide receivers set. Here comes that press coverage. And Las Vegas really haven't done anything out of this formation here. The press has just been so great for Baltimore. There's a pass across the middle. I spoke too soon. That pass is complete for a first down at Las Vegas 38. And on the reception is the backup guy again, Dennis Charney.
Backups matter somewhere too to every organization. Sometimes, it's a next man up in mentality. And if Kirby is getting a lot of attention with the safety over the top, and Blaze getting a lot of attention with the safety over the top, Lloyd Graham can't quite get open because he's tired. Your backups got to step up.
Both of these teams' offense are built just the same. 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends apiece, a running back, a fullback. There's a pass here out to the tight end. That's to Jackson Roberts.
And Vegas is just dominating this time of possession today.
There's a look at the game summary. Vegas is basically averaging more total yards as well. Can't really see time of possession, but you're right. I think they are dominating the time of possession because Baltimore haven't had any long drives this game. 4-3 is the defense, Eddie. I'll run to the weak side. There it is. Johnson, open field. Should have stayed outside, young man. Picks up the first down, though.
Vegas continue to hold on to this football, giving Jack Whitmore, less opportunity to do something with it. And when he does, they can't find a way to stay on the field and, put the puzzles together of this Vegas defense. Vegas looking to take advantage of it.
Did you see the block by A-Star Miramontes? My, what a block. There's a 90-yard slant that pass deflected off the helmet of Marvin Himes. He may have to get sent to the sideline for concussion protocol. That ball like it had some zip on it. Mike St. Green in the chat, posting set up watch. Fourth is the defense. Corners are playing up tight. This is going to be an I-wing jokers. Has the wide receiver in on the play. They're going to go 58 screen strong. And it's going to pick up 4 yards there. It's Scott Johnson.
I know it seems like Vegas is dominating the time possession game, but they're only up by about 4 minutes or so. But this drive is still going. That clock's still ticking.
Green has been sacked 4 times tonight. Here is Green, out route. Can he get to the sticks? No! Steps out of bounds, just a 2 yards short. And that was John Blaze, a veteran. You got to keep your head on the swivel and know what that first down mark is.
It's about 1.5 yards short of the first down marker. And given their position on the field, I would not blame them if they decide to go for it. And by the sound of this crowd, it looks like they are.
Looks like they are going to come out here. Baltimore has been disciplined by not jumping off sides at all tonight. I hope this is not a commentator jinx. Split back formations is the offense. 4-3 is the defense, and there it is. Serene Yates jumps off sides.
And the wife of Saran Yates just got up out of her seat, and she is headed this way, Damon. I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to let you handle that one, sir.
Please don't come up here. Please don't come up here. Someone's congratulating me in the chat. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, she is coming, Damon, and she has a mean look on her face. I'm just going to get out the way.
I was only stating the obvious. They have been very, very disciplined all game long. They have not jumped off sides at all. I mean, and nice broken tackle there by Johnson. Great run.
Wow, that was almost a 2 or 3 yard loss, but he shook it off and continued to press forward. And it's going to set up a 2nd and 1.
Scott Johnson wearing number 22. That remind me of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals back in the mid-90s. A linebacker come flying at Emmitt Smith, hits him in the shoulder pads, knocks him backwards about 1 yard or 2, and he scores the touchdown anyway. Here's Johnson, stood up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1 yard.
And you can tell that Atlanta faithful is in chat rooting for Baltimore because they're fighting for playoff positioning. And you can see when he got that false start penalty, Swole said, why? 3rd and 1 here. A long one.
This is a very important play. Here's Johnson. No! Does not get it. Baltimore defense comes up strong, and they're going to force the field goal unit to come out on the field. They're going to say that the inside linebacker, Frank Smith, came away with that tackle.
Yeah, and they're going to elect to go for the field goal. I thought they might think about it for a moment and try to go for it again, but Matt Rage and company going to try and put up 3. Sioux Falls with a 21-point lead at the half versus Queen City.
Wow. Here is a 41-yard attempt. Here by Rage. There's the snap to hold. The kick is up, and it's good. Right down the middle.
41 yards officially. Vegas with a 3-point lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel for Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 9-7 Sports Promotions, plus features from our content team, including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, What we learned, the read option, and Talent Factory's feature series. See all league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL.
Baltimore don't know how many more opportunities they're going to get to score here, Damon. They didn't take advantage of this situation, of this opportunity, and put up some points.
Yeah, they gotta get a good drive going on here, or hand it out to your halfback, who's just been the most dangerous man in the past few weeks. 5-step drop here by Wigmore, dumps it off to Daly Holden. Holder picks up the first down after picking up about 15.
Dak Wigmore just now here in the third quarter going over 100 yards passing. Who would have thought that was even possible at this stage of the game?
Right, he's only had 15 attempts, so far. And, Joseph Green is having a pretty good day. 24 attempts, 16 completions with 187 yards through the air. But this basically has been a story of these halfbacks, though, Gage.
Yes, it has.
All right, here. And handoff here to the fullback. T-Roy Gaines picks up 5.
T-Roy Gaines on the carry. A lot of football left, but man, the way it's playing out, you would imagine that Baltimore has to score on this drive.
As you always say, T-Roy has like the biggest shoulder pass. Remind me of I want to say his name, Kevin Mack, that played running back for the Cleveland Browns. That dude has a big pass. And here's a catch here by Lloyd Graham towards the sideline there. 3rd and 2 now for Baltimore.
It makes me think of that video game where he used to just run people over. And they would go flying into the shadow realm, as T-Roy was said.
Let's look at Lloyd Graham Jr.'s stats there. Stats summary for the game for Graham. SFL does great production here, man. The tickers we have. Oh, man. Gotta love what Cam and Irvine, the producer and commissioner, does for this league. There's a pass deflected away, almost intercepted, intended for Irvine. That would have been a 3rd interception attempt, target towards Irvine's way.
Yeah, and there were about 4 Las Vegas defenders in the area. He's lucky that one fell to the turf. Speaking of that ticker, Cam, I don't know if you saw it, but there's going to be a shortened offseason this season. I want to talk to Cam and get some more information about that.
Oh, wow. I mean, I look forward to the offseason. As I
So
don't
do I.
like that it's long.
Look out. Oh!
It's the time to relax and unwind, get a little rest. Oh, there's a spin move there by Britton.
Every time you say that, I think he said it to the house. Spin move.
And why do I put so much emphasis on it, So.
If I happen to be listening to it, I'm out in the garage and I hear spin move, I think he's going to the house. Spin move. Oh, there he goes. He's up.
I think the best reaction of all is Matt Wilson. Oh, no!
Yeah.
It's a 3-3 from Baltimore, Eddie. 5-step drop here by Joseph Green. Dumps off here to Scott Johnson. Johnson going to go nowhere. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage. And that is to Alvin Mack.
Put your 4s out, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the 4th quarter, people. As they say, put your 4s and your 86 up. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. The SFL spotlight games in their own time slots. One final time this season on SFL Twitch tomorrow when Fort Worth faces Lone Star. The final special features guests from around the league are welcomed throughout the broadcast by a dynamic pair of SFL legends to discuss the game, the season, and the league. Don't miss out on the final Monday night special of season 18. As the trips here to the left of Green, they're going press. Hand off here to Johnson, and Johnson gets stopped. Man, he just had nowhere to go. D-line couldn't push a bird.
They could not. Now they got actually great press up front of the defensive line, pushing offensive lineman back 2 yards behind the scrimmage with nowhere to go. He couldn't help but take a loss there.
Look at Joe Donkin.
Al Walker made a great play on that too.
Here is Green. Just when you thought it was a safe to come outside. No. Deflected away.
I thought he actually dropped that pass. I'm not sure.
Can we get a replay on it? Nah, Ben stacking paper. Comes away with the deflection. Oh, if this ball had some air on underneath it, that is a completion. It may be a touchdown. I'm pretty sure the quarterback coach is over there with Joseph Green telling him you got to put some air in the ball.
Yeah.
Here's a punt here by Dustin McRack.
Oh,
they both took a shot.
He faked right and went back left, and for a moment there, I thought he was about to take off. And it reminded me of that moment that Ramos was calling a championship game with Cam, and I remember Ramos saying, "Look out!" and he was out of there. And he said, "That's how you close a championship game right there." One of the most iconic moments in SFL history was Ramos calling that game.
Ramos is really good broadcaster.
These DBs, they got back.
Look at this shift.
Yeah.
I think I saw this before. Talk about calling an audible. What was the safety doing? Oh my goodness.
That was a robber look up. He came flying up. I think it was robber all along, but they just decided to back up out of it a bit and get themselves some room, because otherwise that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, you're right, because I don't think there was anybody playing deep middle until they made the shift.
Well, in the chat just said we had a whole conversation. What's like half a conversation? I don't know.
4-2 Nichols the defense. Oh, nice chip block by the was that Lloyd Graham? No, that was 67 offensive lineman. I gave him a shout out. Kevin Guy. Did you see that chip block?
Yeah, and then he got out front to make a block for Murray. Watch this on the replay. He actually got out front and was trying to make a play downfield.
11 man when the big guys get involved and stuff like that. 1st and 10 here for Baltimore. They're inside of Vegas territory at 29-yard line.
I was going to audible out of it. There it is.
Oh, right down the middle is Lloyd Graham. Picks up that big reception down to Vegas 5.
And I'm kind of have to scout that play a little bit, because normally that's a fade to Irvin. But and Graham and the other tight end do what just the other backup tight end just did, was cross paths, but he cut up field. I don't remember seeing that play, but I'm gonna do some research on that one.
Yeah, you and everybody else gonna start looking at that one. 3-3 is the box, Eddie. Soft box for this big O-line. Warren Murray, 3rd touchdown of the night. Almost walks on the hands of his offensive lineman.
Warren Murray walks into the end zone. He could have took a soft jog against that 3-3 nickel look. And Warren Murray is wrapping up. If they're going to win this game, he's going to for sure get a game ball. Swole said I need to be a little less biased, a little more biased towards Baltimore. Are you kidding me?
Here is the extra point attempt. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up and it's good.
Demond, do me a favor and remind Swole what division Vegas plays in.
Hell, I don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
I only know the teams in one division, and that's my division. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Baltimore jumps up on a 4-point lead here in the 4th quarter. 8:49 left. And there's Britton. Britton takes a shot as he's brought down at the 23.
Justin Razad just answered that question for you in the broadcast channel, Demond.
Yeah, he did. I forgot that Justin Reside was the GM for Vegas.
Yes, he is. Hired this past off season. Applied for free agency, left Tulsa, and got hired on in Vegas.
Full sake ain't call on Sim for nothing, man. Come on, dude. 7-step drop by Green. Gets pressured. He go down. Nate Brown.
Swole
Dude, this
said,
dude is having a day.
yes, he is. Swole said it be your own crew.
Can't even call the game with this dude, man. Come on. Oh, man. That 7-yard loss on that sack by Nate Brown was really, really big for Baltimore.
It was.
Because this put Las Vegas behind the change big. They're running a tight bunch here. 1-step drop by Green. Dumps it off here to the flats to Johnson. Spin move by Johnson there. Giovanni Boat knocks him out of bounds at the 27. He picks up 11 yards.
And despite being down 4 here in the fourth quarter, Las Vegas remains true to form. They aren't panicking and sticking to the game plan and continuing to feed Scott Johnson their workhorse back.
That sack by Nate Brown is Baltimore's 5th sack tonight. The D-line is having a party.
Critical down here for Vegas here, Damon.
3rd and 6, Eddie. It's kind of medium. Not a situation I would want to be in. Not versus this Baltimore team. Come out in the gun straight.
Oh, wow.
There's the pressure. Got a man across the middle. Oh, he's going to come up inches short. Britton.
Wow, and they actually had Mason Kirby beat Ben Stackenpaper off the line of scrimmage. I thought they might go his way, but Joseph didn't look his direction. They're going to have to punt.
Other SFL action. Queen City scores a touchdown to trim down that margin. APM Music is unraveled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find their perfect tracks for your next project, visit apmmusic.com.
I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but we getting some love over there, and Swole telling them, slow down, player. Don't give him too much love.
We are the best broadcasting duo. Here's Warren Murray. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Probably one of the best pressure that we've seen from the front D-line of Las Vegas all night.
Yeah, and a D tackle for Vegas actually beat the center, knocked him down to the ground, opened up a natural running lane, but Baltimore was unable to take advantage of it.
Here's Wigmore underneath the center. Warren Murray has been the workhorse for this offense all night long. Here is Murray. Murray stopped. Yard short behind the line of scrimmage. And it's Max Jackson along with his good buddy, Laquan Smith.
Vegas defense, despite some of these big runs that Baltimore has had, has played pretty well tonight. They need a big stop here on 3rd and 11.
Laquan Smith is also part of In-Pond Wrestling League. He's really great at creating wrestlers. If you're in the wrestling league or you like wrestling, check him out. That's a nice strike there by Wigmore to Daly Holder. Take that and put it in your back pocket.
Big 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 11. You just cannot allow Baltimore to convert on 3rd and a mile in this situation. But they're gonna move the chains. But there's still time left.
Was that a regular mile or a country mile?
I don't live in the country. I don't know what a country mile is.
It's long. It's longer.
I grew up around bricks, concrete, and a couple of trees here and there. Project buildings.
There's a handout to Warren Murray. Picks up 2. Just keep straight. When you see that big oak tree, turn right.
It reminds me one time I went down to see my parents in Arkansas, in Eudora, Arkansas. It's about a block long. But we got there at night. The next day, I tell you after this play what happened.
Looking forward to it. There's a weak eye jokers. Hand off into Murray. Got blockers out front. Can 71 get her hand on the body? No. Murray out to the 28-yard line, but picks up great yards there on that carry.
Yeah, you just wonder how much juice this defense has left, coming out with these smaller defenders trying to defend this run game. But yeah, my grandparents lived out in Eudora, Arkansas, population about 500, and we got there at night. And the next day, they told me to go next door and get some playing cards while they cook breakfast. I go outside, look to my left, and next door is about 3 blocks away. I said, "Nah, I'm good."
He's a near pro for Baltimore. 5-step drop it by Wigmore. Out route, got his guy. It's Irvin.
Irvin on reception. 50. I'm serious. I go outside, look. I'm like, by the time I get back with those playing cards, y'all be there ate all the breakfast. I'm straight. You gotta be kidding me. And it's about 90 degrees out here too. You gotta be kidding me.
Somebody said if you had a trash bag, you might run them 3 blocks.
That's Hunter Norwood talking.
Hanging out at the T-Ray games, T-Ray picks up a yard. My goodness. Dabs and Bugnut on the tackle.
We went to the store one time, and me and my dad, we went to the grocery store, and everyone knew everyone. We walked in there, and everyone saying, "Hey, Bill, what's going on, Tom? How's the wife, Betty? Oh, she cool?" I'm like, come on, bro. We got to get up out of here. Take me back to the projects. This is ridiculous.
Here's shotgun slot pair. Oh, my goodness. Wigmore calling the signal. And pass is completed. Right across the middle to Irvin.
That's a nice play design. As a tight end, ran like a little skinny post up there, clearing the room for Irvin. But despite that fact, Vegas defended it pretty well.
Mm-hmm. He also could have went to the out route to Mac Chima. Oh my, that is hilarious. And I mean, it's funny you say that. I have a story to rebut on that one as well. 3-3 nickel. I hand it off to Murray. And let the O-line do work. Along with those tight ends. 2-step drive. Got him in! And it's Mac Chima who comes away with that touchdown. Number 88. It's part of the 88 club.
It's crazy. You dominate time possession. You dominate, your offense is out there what seems like forever and a day. You out there controlling the clock. Scott Johnson is having a great day out there. The offense is moving the ball. Your defense is forcing Baltimore to punt time and time again. And yet Baltimore, here they are with a 2-score lead with 3 minutes to play. It's just amazing what they can do.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, everything you said is absolutely correct. That Las Vegas basically dominated time of possession. Run game was going pretty good. 24 attempts for Johnson. His defense, as you stated, I mean, everything you stated, they're getting Baltimore off the field, forcing them to punt and so forth. But I got to get to this next ad read. Coverage of the Simulationfl League on Next Level Sports continues Saturday, April 2nd. First longtime rivals, Houston and Mexico City, square off. Then 2 champions clash with Atlanta takes on Florida with both teams in the thick of the wild card race. Bonus coverage includes Denver, Queen City, and Arizona and Las Vegas. The race for the playoffs is heating up. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area.
That's how you take away a weapon right there. You get a kicker like Shark Talking to kick it 7 yards into the end zone, and you don't even allow Doug Britton, who's ran several kickoff returns for touchdowns, an opportunity.
It's going to be an empty formation here. 90 slants. That pass is going to be incomplete as it comes off the hands of Scott Fowler.
I thought that was a bad call, honestly. I thought that was a great pass breakup.
I agree with you.
Oh, wait, they're going to call roughing the passer.
Wow. So this is going to go in Vegas' favor here. And they call it on Saren Yates.
Yeah, he's having one of his better days this season. And he was trying to add on to it. Let's see the replay here. There he is getting double teamed again. He gets frustrated. Yeah. He's been getting double teamed all night. That was a great look at it right there between the center and left guard. And he's getting about tired of it and decided to take it out on his quarterback.
Man, he grabbed him behind the head, back of the shoulder pads and jersey and just Just
That reminds me when Jim McMahon got sacked well after the play, and they ended this season, and the Bears weren't the same since.
wow. Here is John Green. That pass is
Oh.
complete, and it's to Mason Kirby. He's had a quiet night tonight.
3 receptions on 7 targets is not going to get it done. Baltimore doing a great job defending this wide receiving trio out here today.
Let me ask you this: Baltimore is basically anytime Baltimore come out in the regular 4-1 dime, they've only been in press man coverage. Is this a solution that teams may start using versus Vegas?
I don't know about all that because I like it, but you can be exposed too.
Yeah,
I don't mind using it, but I got to mix it up.
There's a pass
look at that.
completed to Mason Kirby again, right down in the middle of the field. Now they're going to go no huddle. They're down by 12 points.
11.
11. I want to say 11. You're right. Johnson steps up. Green steps up, I mean. He dumps it off to Johnson. No huddle once more.
Pressure on the quarterback, forced that throw.
Press man here. Alvin Mack steps back. Going to go into coverage. Green got a receiver. That pass is caught to Brenton. Brenton's tackled and brought down to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock as the clock continues to tick. Did not step out of bounds there. And Green is going to run slow to the line of scrimmage. Got to hurry up here. There's Reeves. Got him in. That pass is caught right at the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
And that is to Mason Kirby. Got a quarterback sneak here. Going to take a 5-step drop. And the pass is intercepted in the back of the end zone by Ben Stacking Paper. That just may have sealed it.
Ben Stacking Paper collected that interception, looked out into the crowd, and you know what he said? Thanks for coming. Good night, and drive home safe, everybody. Be safe for getting home. Hope you didn't drink too much, but I just sealed this deal with this interception.
And I'm looking for a fat contract at the end of the season.
You darn right.
So we already know, Eddie, we're going to get a host of Warren Murray here. Only
host of
15 attempts tonight so far tonight.
He's taking advantage of those situations.
Here is Murray up the middle. Spin move. And that's the 2-minute warning, folks. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on the SFL Twitch network.
Norwood just mentioned that this will be the second game this season that Vegas won't hit the over.
And it also could be the second game where Baltimore haven't scored over 30 points. Could be. Hand off here to T-Roy Gaines. T-Roy picks up 2.
Baltimore trying to seal a deal. If they can get one more first down, that pretty much may do it. Someone in this chat said, you know that Chia Pet commercial? Someone said, Chima. The internet is undefeated, Damon.
It's 3rd and 4 for Baltimore at the 26. They're going to hand off it to Warren Murray. Murray picks up the first down spin move, and that's going to be Las Vegas' second timeout.
Yeah. And Baltimore may decide to just take kneels from this point on and force them to burn that last timeout and stop the clock.
Oh, my goodness. Chima.
Remember that old Chia Pet commercial?
I remember it. They used to have them in Walgreens.
Yes.
Oh, the rebuttal story to what you said.
Uh-huh.
I back in 2008, I moved to Louisiana. I met this chick, and I moved to Louisiana with her. And
Wait, hold on. Stop the press. Did you move there because of her?
That, and I had a job opportunity as well.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, dog. Go ahead and continue.
So here's the deal. So I meet up with her grandfather one morning, and we go to Dairy Queen. And in Dairy Queen, there's like maybe 6-8 guys in there, and they all know each other. Hey, John. Hey, Jim. Hey, how's everybody doing? I mean, it was the little town had a population of maybe like 1,500 or so. You know, I mean, it's a real small town or whatever. It's right near a Navy base. I think it was Fort Polk. what it was? Yeah, I think
Go with,
Leesville. Yeah,
go with
Leesville,
that.
Louisiana. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was crazy for me to see. It's like, dude, you go to Dairy Queen here in Houston. Don't nobody know anyone, not unless you run into
Nobody.
somebody you know. I mean,
Yeah.
this was these guys' daily spot. I mean, they all retired. So.
You know, it reminds me of once I used to work for a company called the Nielsen TV ratings, and we had to install devices in people's houses to see, to monitor how much what channels people are watching. And I went to a
Mhm.
small town south of Kankakee, Illinois,
What?
and yes, way out there in the middle of nowhere. And I asked the guy, I said, "What do you guys do for fun around here?" And he said, "We go to the Shack." I said, "The Shack? What's that? A club?" What's that? What's that? The club, the strip club, the mall? What is it? He said, "No, Radio Shack." He said, "Well, be a whole bunch of females up there." Like, at Radio Shack? I said, "Bro, y'all got to get up out of here, man, and move somewhere else. That's ridiculous."
Oh man. The little town I was in. Here's a return here by Brenton, and Brenton's tagging the ball down at the 37. 21 seconds left in the ball game. Man, I remember I moved to that little town. Man, I was homesick the first week I was there.
Mm.
And dude, I was like, I told the chick, I was like, look, you got to take me to a city. I got to go somewhere. I got to get out this. I say, I'm from Houston. Houston is like, what, number 3, number 2 in ratings for smog, right?
Mhm.
I said, I need some dirt air. It's too fresh out here for me. I need some. That's a sack. The 6th of the night for this Baltimore defense, and it's Saran Yates. And that's Yates' third. There is. Oh, that pass is almost intercepted. This is starting to get a little interesting here. Ben stacking paper. Almost comes away with his second pick of the night.
Ben stacking paper, trying to stack his own personal stats with that pick right there. That'd been a pick 6 for sure had he held on to it.
28-17, 8 seconds left on the clock. Baltimore still have all their starters in on the game. Here's that press defense again. Here's Joseph Green. Got a strike across the middle of the field. No more timeouts in his pocket. And that's going to end the ball game there. Baltimore goes to 9-0, and their win streak continues.
Baltimore goes out to 9-0. Las Vegas, give them credit. They came in here with a great game plan to try to limit the opportunities of this Baltimore offense and try to keep them off the field, keep Jack Whitmore and company on the sidelines falling asleep. But wow, give credit to this Baltimore offense. When they got their opportunity, they took advantage of it, perhaps taking advantage of the soft box that Vegas provided today. And it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback and say what if, but you just imagine what could have happened should they stuck with a base defense. But had they done that, who knows? Maybe Ivy Irvin is the player of the game and not Warren Murray, who's my player of the game, choice. But needless to say, they gave him a tough battle, probably the toughest contest they faced all season. And they're going to continue on to be 9-0 now. And Vegas, they got a tough way to close out the rest of the season, but I'm sure they're up to the task.
Yeah, Vegas going to drop to 3-6. And Eddie, I love the game plan that Vegas came in with.
Yes.
Run the ball, get Scott Johnson heavily involved as they did early in the game. They kind of got away from it, around the third quarter area or so. Because at halftime, Scott Johnson had 18 attempts. He ended the game with only 24,
Yeah.
I think they should have kept it on the ground and just kept that run game going. But hey, once Baltimore get on top of you, man, it's hard to come back from behind.
Hard to come back indeed. Your player of the game indeed is Warren Murray. 17 attempts for 159 yards and 3 touchdowns. Warren Murray coming back out of retirement, showing everyone he did not miss a beat.
Great job to the Baltimore Vultures, picking up their 9th win on the season. As I stated, Las Vegas is going to drop to 3-6. I'm your play-by-play commentator tonight, Damon Simmons, and alongside me is my partner,
Arizona! I love y'all! Yo, we took a tough loss this week. Didn't see it coming, but I'm not giving up, y'all. It's still some fight left in us. I'm not giving up. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on y'all. We got 3 games left to close this thing out. Next one up against this tough Vegas team who gave Baltimore all they could handle and then some. But yo, Thanks for coming, everybody. Good night. Drive home safely. And we out. Peace.
Houston, I appreciate you guys. Peace.